So yeah, I'm feeling a bit bad for myself tonight. I found out today that obviously no one wants me to stay with them for a week or a month or anything. So um, they're like, oh, we'd rather just have a house as a normal house, not have anyone else there. So even though a little after Christmas, people were living there for a few weeks, but this is me, so apparently, as long as I have something important that I'm missing out on, there's no way that I can spend any time at their house. I would have gladly paid a little bit of rent, I guess, on top of that, but on top of food that I buy for myself. For me, it's not really a big deal. I'd be virtually just like habitating one room, and I'm pretty sure I can get up a little earlier than everyone else so that I use the bathroom before everyone else and not get in the way of everyone's morning routine. So, it is a big chore, but I'm sort of running dry with money. Nothing that I do on the internet's, you know, lifting up my bank account. So, I have this, I have this job interview just for tomorrow. So, since I'm gonna be missing out on it's a 55K job with bonuses up to 75K. So, that's it's a basic job with a generous bonus structure. And I liked it because it's paced. It's not like onslaught on the phones all the time. And you get 2 hours worth of breaks. The good thing is, it's pay. The bad thing is it's all day pay. Like start at 8:30, finish at 6:30. The good thing is that's a lot of money. The bad thing is, I virtually haven't done anything like those hours for quite a long time. So with all the haphazards about it, I'm not sure how solid an opportunity it is. They did mention they're a media group, and that usually means it's a not so solid opportunity, but I think I've worked for them before, so it's at least a 3-month job. And if you've got a 6-month on a rent, the tease is, as long as they let you go within 6 months, they'll feel like they've got the upper hand. But it is that kind of job where everyone's like playing games a little bit, but like I said, I've worked for them before, and when I've been most successful at the job, you can stay on for a lot longer than, a day, so you're looking at least 3 months of work, but it all depends on how you're received when you first walk in there. So obviously, without securing a place to live, I'm not going to be able to walk in there. I'm not going to be able to take up the job, even though they've been waiting a couple of weeks for me to actually show up for it. So I'm not going to be able to take on the job anymore. So I'm seeing how this interview goes tomorrow. I doubt very much I'll get the job, but it's an organization who has high levels of interest in me until I'm interviewed. And I wrote down a few groovy answers that I can use for the interview itself, but I'm not really looking forward to it. Unless I actually get the job, but I'm expecting that I probably won't, because I've been applying with them, the organization, ever since I had my last role ended. And every time it's like I get to interview stage, but then, after interview stage, I don't get the job. So I would be very surprised if this is any different. So I'm going to be sulking probably until Friday. Friday is when I have to go calling or emailing that I can't start the job anymore on Monday. So I'll probably do it Friday morning, I would expect, or sometime in the afternoon, after 3. Either way, I'm very disappointed that, my relatives don't want to let me in the door kind of thing. I think it's very kind of pig-headed. I mean, if I owned a house and someone just wanted to use a spare room, I don't really see what their deal is, but, it's their house, and, they want to put certain boundaries, and it's like, I think if it was any other relative, they might have let them in, but since it's me, it's like, I'm a bit of an exclusion because, people generally don't like me, so, or something. So, I know what they do. It's not like they do a lot. And, so, I don't really see what the deal is. But anyway, it is, and so obviously I'm not going to get my wish, just so I can have some release of income, so I'm going to have to try. Well, I'll see how the interview goes tomorrow. If I don't get it, I'm going to have to think of something else that's genius to fill in the gap that is a lot of a lost opportunity to actually earn money. So, because, it's just too difficult to stand it. And I was even thinking today, you know what I feel like doing? I feel like just cancelling the idea of a birthday party. I don't really want to see anyone either. So, take all your freaking families and go take them to some place where they will enjoy, hang around, and just don't bring them to see me because I'm like this person no one can stand, is it? So I was thinking today that I just want to do that. Just freaking go away from me, won't you? Because you're just like a bunch of fakers who don't give two ass pisses about, me as a person, and don't actually like me and can't stand me to visit for, a few weeks or whatever. So, it's just in rebuttal, because I don't feel like celebrating a freaking lame ass birthday the same freaking way that I've celebrated every other birthday. And secretly, people are like talking about me behind my back and sending texts and be like, oh, I feel like I'm being spied upon half the time sometimes, because it's like, oh, I've been sending secret texts and, discussing you behind your back, and it's like so annoying that I can't break out of this stupid, retarded place, because everyone like naturally assumes, oh, you're so comfortable with your life, and everything's perfect for you the way it is, and it's like, it's not freaking perfect. So I'm just gonna have to cry about it to myself and then be like, I don't care. I think everyone's totally pig-headed, and I have nothing good to say about anyone else I've met either, because they're all the same. They make a big deal about you, and then they are like, you're like this big exclusion, all the time, and it's like, whatever. So, and it gets me down, because I feel like, everyone else is like, got themselves beefed up on their own freaking ideals, and you're never gonna get over that. So, because it just, is that is standing a slap you in the face all the time, and people like so unfair to people that they don't like, and of course you've got this bane of being ever presently disliked, and you get put under a lot of unfairness all the time. And this is just another classic example about how people could do you a favor, but they won't. It's because, they don't want anything to do with you, they don't want you in their house, this and that, and you're like, okay, I would rather a little bit of leniency, but since, that's impossible, I'm so glad that that's what people actually think. So what I have to put up with these crummy surroundings, which in a place I don't really want to live, and try and get millions of dollars off crappy little jobs that you get on the internet. So that's not going to happen.